A very wonderful morning to all Nigerians across the globe from here. I'm Judge Onyibe, and of course, with every degree of certainty, reaching across to Nigerians around the globe. I want to quickly address a message I simply titled, "It is now or never," for the Ika people, for the Anioma people in particular, for the Ikwere people, the supposed sub-Igbo group outside the southeast, and I should say for Iza Ebonyi people. It is now or never for the entire ethnic groups within the South-South geopolitical zone in Nigeria to fight for their salvation or forever lost. I understand all of you will not be able to assimilate the mindset, be able to assimilate the salvation I'm bringing to your way. But the motivating factor there is that by the time we begin to do what we are doing, it becomes a yardstick, a reference point to judge the future. And of course, we cannot be in a hurry to forget that today is the future we are looking forward to. You see, in Nigeria, some of the trending or teething issue we are facing, ranging from political imbalance, corrupt individuals in the pavilion of leadership, talking about insecurity as certain individuals now have the right, the monopoly to flag off their own armed group. And despite this, I don't see them as a threat. There is Boko Haram today because there are a lot of poor people from the north. And so it is easy to manipulate them, turn them to terrorist group, destroy their relative and family. We understand how it functions. And so it's not a threat. If the life we have seen ourselves living today as Nigerians was properly initiated, no reasonable human being will want to become a tout, a cultist, a hooligan for another fellow. And this is what they don't want. And of course, if you go to the southeast, you can see the Igbo people applauding one low-life criminal called Nnamdi Kanu because he gave them terrorism in the guise of Eastern Security Network, which gave birth to unknown gunmen. When they kill fellow Igbo, they will tell the United Nations that it is Hausa Fulani, Boko Haram, Miati Allah that is killing Igbo people. These are not actually issues that we have to panic about because it's obvious now that Nnamdi Kanu terrorist group managed by Simeon Ekpa and Chike Doziem is actually depopulating Igbo people. They lost control of Nnamdi Kanu. And we know if these people's life were to be made better, none of them will be in the bush. What am I trying to say? Sunday Igboho of the Yoruba nation tried to bring up his own terrorist group, but they were called to order. And Sunday Igboho is in the UK, and they tell you about Oduduwa nation. And of course, the South-South region, time with heart number, has come forth flagging their own security armed group. You call it Niger Delta Vengeance, you call it Niger Delta Militants, and all that names. But the truth is that the youth that are being used to carry out these activities actually were properly indoctrinated, telling them that they were doing something for the benefit of their people, which is the right thing to do. But somewhere along the line, a lot of things go wrong. And if those things are not properly checked, it becomes the very instrument of our undoing. As you can see, Nnamdi Kanu destroying Igbo people. And they are the essence of this broadcast and my work in recent days. It's not amazing that I'm not talking about give us Biafra, give us Biafra. Because while we were saying give us Biafra, they were not actually looking for Biafra. They want to go to Aso Rock. I was with them. Biafra agitation, which was supposed to be a pressure group to address the issue of political imbalance in Nigeria, all of a sudden switched over to Igbo unification. I told them, being the African rep then, I have had access to a lot of people I consider to be stakeholders in the Nigerian project from every region. I told them where I come from, there is a way we behave. And the moment I behave out of that circle, my indigenousship is questionable. And one of which is, I can't tell my father where we are living before. And I told them, there is no way I can win my father in any traditional court setting. Even when they know my father is wrong, they will blame me and go behind and correct my father. I told them, my fathers are very reserved people. They've seen so much. They understand that saying them will cause more problem. They prefer to rather keep quiet, manage the situation, hoping that tomorrow will be better than today, than to escalate the whole process. And I said, because of this, their reserved nature does not mean that they are satisfied with what is going on. And I pleaded to them, if you want to unite Igbo people, I beg you, create a platform for consultation. You need to know what is their grievance, and then you follow it up from there. They told me anybody that don't want to unite should get to the blazes and burn to ashes. They don't send anybody. I've been not in one meeting. They actually wanted me to do the Igbo unification, which I gave them terms and conditions they are not ready to obey. And so what they did was to pack me one side under the influence of Biafra de facto government, because they thought they were using me. But I had faith in them, and maybe that is my fault. But by the time before our time is up, we know who is fooling who. And then all of a sudden, since they could not meet my terms and conditions, my stance was very rigid. They decided, because they want to hold me down in fucking Igbo ideology. And what do? They said, let's talk about political participation. I loved it. We started on the Biafra de facto government headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo. Of course, I was the Secretary General, not because I'm qualified, because they want to use me, as a mugu that I am. We began to participate, encouraging our people, join politics, go to the INEC, get your PVC. But while we were doing that, those of them in America were already creating another platform to bring in Peter Obi. And before this time, I've had meeting with Peter Obi and Aloy Ijimako in Enugu. I am waiting for them to come out in their capacity so that Mbaye Yaweli Chanim Biokunye Wishi. That is why I just keep them quiet. Some of them may be innocent. Some of them may be part of this heinous crime against indigenous people in Nigeria. And so I begin to see the plans that were made even without their knowledge. People like Uchuka from Efo is ignorant. Obidio Binu can insult me, he's ignorant. Uche Nwokenkwa and the rest of the other people, let me not call them idiot. They can make rubbish, useless statement against me. I ignore them because they don't even know what is happening. To them, we got to defend Igbo. You will see I am the savior of Undi Igbo in the nearest future, because I'm saving you from self-destruction. You people cannot destroy Abo people. You can't destroy Ika people, not to talk of the entire Anioma people. We will help you disgrace yourself before the global community. And maybe when it is too late, you will come back to your senses. They pushed us and said, let's go. It is now obedient movement. I told them, I am not a political individual. I am not a politics-inclined individual. It's not my style. I believe in franchise. I believe in vote. I believe in political process. But it's not my style. And so I cannot get involved. But I can tell the people to do the right thing because of who I am. And so I was not going to vote for Peter Obi. Neither was I going to vote against him. Check all my record. You will see I never antagonized those who were voting for Peter Obi. Most of my friends did. Some of my brothers, I will not have to call their name. My village people was obedient movement. I promised myself I was not going to disturb them, not to. If I have done that, with what we are seeing today, they would have blamed me. But I said I'm not a political individual. For some reason, I do not want to call the name of those hooligans, political touts, who were sharing money in America. They shared money to everybody. A poor man like me, they ignored me because I'm not voting for P2B. They shared the money. They are the one that came to tell me, and I know. And then you begin to hear the issue of obedient movement. We were patient. We never antagonized anybody. And then after INEC has given their verdict regarding the election, making President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to become the incumbent president of Nigeria as we have today, everybody needed to go back home. And Atiku went back home, hasn't been part of sealed, deliver, and documented of Igbo Biafra people. He respected himself somehow, and he pulled back. But then this P2B was now trying to tell you, all eye on judiciary, all eye on judiciary. I give it to people like Asare Dokobo and some progressive-minded individual who did not act. Without them, I'm telling you, Tinubu will not sit there. Tinubu will be getting the night netty today. There are things that bombast at night. And believe me, there are things that respond. It is not the Nigerian military, it's not the Nigerian security outfit, but they are doing their best within the confines of the law. And I'm truly grateful for everything they have been doing. But now, why did I have to go this far? All of a sudden, they discovered they cannot pull any shot under the guise of obedient movement. And then they came out as Igbo unifiers. There is nothing I would have wanted to come out and tell you that I'm Igbo. Just, fly it, Igbo. The swagger, the waves, the energy, Ndi Igbo. You understand? But I understand that this very attitude will bring in jealousy, it will bring in hatred, it will endanger the next generation, and it's not necessary. If you are very brilliant, it's because God made it so. And if I am a dumb, it's because God made it so. And now, let me tell you something, a way of digressing before I continue. Before I was coming down here, I saw a madman feeding from my dustbin in front of my factory. And then the man I thought was a normal human being, which he is, was picking food from the dustbin. I thought he was picking it maybe for animals and stuff like that. But I noticed he picked a particular nylon of food that was thrown away in the dustbin and was smelling it. I said maybe he's still checking if it's good enough for animals. And then he took the food, put it in a neat container, and then licked his hand. I was devastated. I left my office and I went to him and I said, come, are you mad or you are okay? No, I want to be sincere. He said he's not mad. His name is Udo. He's from Akwa Ibom, Ikotekpene to be precise. And I said, why are you doing like this? He said, I just have to survive. I had a long chat with him. I will be coming on air with him somewhere along the line, maybe before the end of this November. I was broken. A normal human being who is married, abandoned his family in Akwa Ibom, and is now somewhere within the same region, eating from the dustbin. And to me, I've always believed mad people is not because they did ritual, because they take drug. Mad people are sick people. Sick people, just like those who have malaria fever, typhoid fever, Ebola, they're sick people. But it's just unfortunate, the African mentality, once you are mad, you are demonic. It makes you an enemy against those who are supposed to help you. Now, why did I bring it up? They are saying, let us unite in Igbo. And I know that this process to unite in Igbo will further destroy in Igbo. They're not getting it. They're still pushing strong. They're still making gra-gra. They're still, when I'm done with all of them, they will wish they never embark on this journey. Because the little things that held us together, I will help them separate it completely. Because that is the only way my children, your children as Igbo Biafra will survive. Let them be the judge in the whole of this process. And so now, as we speak, it's not trending on social media that they have launched another new armed group, new terrorist group in Nigeria. It's not of any concern that Boko Haram is still ravaging and misplacing indigenous people. It does not bother them that Nigeria is going down the drain on a daily basis. It does not give them concern to consider the natural resources we amass for ourselves as a people. What we control before the global community. You do not have idea the length and breadth of our land in the ocean. Not taken into the ocean, the land, the number of aquatic lives. Oh my God. If you know the height of the cubic of gas and all that natural resources we control just in the waterways alone, and then why should we live like this? It's not their concern. Their concern is, no, Agbo is Igbo. No, Agbo is Igbo. Oh, Okwane is Igbo. Osimiri is Igbo. Ikwere is Igbo. Everybody is Igbo. And in a turbulent time like this, these people are not concerned about that. What they are busy doing is Bini and Yoruba must fight. And so why Benin spend their time fighting Yoruba, who owns Lagos and who owns Lagos, the truth we already know. They putting fire on the Benin people Nyash through the Asia. And then the Asia are telling you that they come from Igbo, that Benin conquered them, and they are putting fire on Benin. And why they are doing that, Igbo people from Israel are using my people to fight all of them and create confusion. This is what they've been doing since they see they cannot control the power in Nigeria. And now they become instrument of their own undoing. Today, I must be Igbo. Today, if I'm not Igbo, I am enemy of Igbo. Today, there are a lot of trash out there. But they are not of any concern to me because we already know the truth. It is embedded in our DNA. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Because our fathers were not very loud in pointing out this issue, does not mean they did not induct us properly. We were properly inducted. We were properly informed. But we were admonished to be humble when approaching this issue. That is why I have not come out raw. When I come out raw, I go feel the impact. And so every Anioma person, everybody from the South region, this is the time you need to pay attention. Because these Igbo Biafra are looking for how to Colombi Yoruba into their shenanigan. They did not start extending right hand of fellowship to Hausa, because Hausa is not the one in power. And the best bet is they will use Bianca. Did you not see Bianca? The senators were busy admiring her bumbo, her pointed breast, her nose, her beauty contest. That was what they were after, all of them. Her resume was about her beauty queen, her shenanigans. Oh, God will have mercy upon all of you. And so that is what they are working hard to do. But why they are doing that? They are coming back to our place to victimize our people who did not align with their ideology, and as well incorporate those who fall for their fraud. But now, since it's evidence that we are their destiny and we are their doom, it's either they choose us and remain real, or they want to destroy us and they destroy themselves. What do? They are jumping everywhere. The major challenge Nigeria is going to face in the nearest future is addressing this Igbo unification agenda. It's going to be worse than Biafra War, because it's going to escalate to the essence where everybody will be fighting everybody and nobody is fighting anybody. Understand, I'm not in diaspora. I'm in Nigeria here. I'm in my own town, where my very umbilical was buried, where my father lived, and where we are still living. You can come there and try and take my life, and you will see that will be the last thing you will do in your entire life. I have told them before now, it's not because I have the power, it is because there is a power that shapes my way, and to him I have returned unto. And now, why am I bringing this up now? An Igbo boy started by exposing Igbo people. He first of all claimed he's an Egala. He was telling Egala people they are not Igbo. His work looked like he was antagonizing the Igbos. And there was a lot of people coming, raining hellfire on the guy. And I just ran across one of his videos. He was using me to make a broadcast. He was telling the world that he was telling Ndibo rather, that this is why he was telling them to accept the truth, because they have to do like that, or else people like me will destroy Igbo. And I can see a lot of Igbo, they are happy. Oh yes, we know, he are blessed. He's not blessed because he changed his position. And that is why I'm very unique. That is why I'm a peculiar person, wonderfully and fearfully made. Okay? And I don't need you to endorse me. I don't need you to approve. I don't need your approval to be authentic. I'll tell you the truth, which you may not accept now. You will accept it tomorrow. Go and ask Nnamdi Kanu. Go and ask Chuka from Efo. Go and ask Chike Doziem. Go and ask all of them who knew me. Everything I told them will happen. One after the other is playing out. The main deal has not even started. And so Igbo people are happy. Oh, they should get rid of us. The guy was telling them that they should get rid of us. That where we are occupying, that Okwane land belong to Igbo. Because Okwane people are not Igbo. They were telling their fellow Igbo from Israel that that place Igbo people are staying, that Igbo people are not Igbo. That the actual Igbo actually allow Igbo people to stay there, applicable to Simili, Ndokwa, and Anocha, and Enuane. That all those land were Igbo people. That because their own forefather has made a mistake to allow all strangers to settle there, they shouldn't make the same mistake. Invariably, he was saying that those of us who refuse the Igbo unification, that the Igbo should now begin to consider how they will chase us out of our land. I'm not surprised, because all the Igbo unification is just threefold. First of all, they say Anioma is Igbo, Ikwere is Igbo people. It's convenient. It doesn't take anything from us. But believe me, it has taken everything from you. The moment you believe Ikwere is Igbo, the moment you believe Anioma is Igbo, the moment you believe Abo people are Igbo, Anyocha people are Igbo, Usimili people are Igbo, Ndokwa people are Igbo, the moment you believe Ado people are Igbo, you have automatically sold your birthright unknowingly. Because the next step will become Anioma land is Igbo land. Ikwere land is Igbo land. I need you to check the threefold of manifestation. First of all, you are Igbo. Not because you are Igbo, because they are going somewhere. And then second of all, your land belongs to Igbo. Not because it belongs to them, because that is exactly what they are looking for. And then the final part will be when they will now come out openly and say, we have agreed you are not Igbo, but this land is Igbo land. But of course, you have agreed that you are Igbo. And you have agreed that that place is Igbo land. And they've been able to buy some land from some of you who cannot be patient enough or reasonable enough to know the game they are playing with you. And then the global community will document everything we have done and say, yes, somewhere along the line, Nedinwoko agree that we are Igbo people. So carry Nedinwoko village and give to Igbo people. And then somewhere along the line, they will agree that one Igbo man born in Ikwere land is now vying to be the next leader of Ohaneze Igbo. And if Ikwere people don't talk, they will tell Ikwere people then, this one say is your son, you did not expose him. Now he has served in Ohaneze Igbo, so Ikwere land is Igbo land. And they will chase all of you away. It's going to take you like another 100 years to get the attention of reputable human organization around the world that will look into your plight. You think the world don't know how to settle the case between the Russia and the Ukraine? You think they don't know how to settle the issue between the Israel and the Palestinian, among all that crises? They know, but it's going to take time and process. And I'm sure with the level of progress we have made as a people, I'm not sure we'll be able to survive that long. That is why our job here is not to begin to talk and talk. Our job is to prepare our people. From next year, by the grace of God, our job is to begin to prepare our people for what is to come. Because it looks as if we may not be able to solve this problem. But if our time is up, not being able to solve this riddle, position this puzzle, we want to make sure that the next generation of our people will not have to struggle to continue from where we stop. But they make the necessary move and everything will fall in place. And so I'm calling on the people of South-South. Understand, this is a very tedious job. A region that comprises of over 500 ethnic groups, and each of us speak different Bati according to Yoruba. It's not going to be easy to talk without them knowing what we are saying. It's not going for us to be easy to agree when we have different value system and the rest of it. But what it's unique about us is that we are threatened. We are facing the same danger from the same group of people. and a little outsider. And so, Ikwere people, it is not over until it's all over. As far as there is somebody there telling you that Ikwere is Igbo, and Ikwere land belongs to Igbo people, your children are not safe. As far as there are people out there telling you Agbo people are Igbo, and Agbo land belongs to Igbo, there is no hope for the future generation of our people. And as far as they are telling you Usimili people, Ndokwa people, Anyocha people, Onecha people, Egala people, Idoma people, everybody, Akwa Ibom people, all of you found within the old eastern region and in between the former midwestern region, all of you are threatened already by these Igbo people who say they migrated from Israel. You know, it is convenient for them. I'm trying to be a very political, correct individual. That is why I'm just managing to say these Igbo people who say they come from Israel, they will give me reason to come out holistically. Because they are fond of telling you, all Yoruba are bad, Yoruba people are chameleon, Yoruba people cannot be trusted. That time, they are not generalizing it. And when they come out, they tell you, Hausa Fulani are evil people, Hausa Fulani are wicked. That time, they are not generalizing it. And when I tell you the whole Igbo people are a bunch of low-life criminals, now I begin to hear, if you have problem with IPOB, talk to IPOB, yeah, and I cannot drag the whole Igbo. But when you drag the whole Yoruba, it's convenient. When you drag the whole Hausa, it's convenient. But then, I don't have to be like you. And that is why I'm taking my time to expose the Igbo people who say they come from Israel to the global community. And those of you who are not Igbo from Israel, I think you should be able to put perspective in place and make use of your head. Because we will get to that junction. We will get to that junction and we will address you adequately without fail. And so, my people of Agbo, ndị Agbo, ono kenra agwa, ono agwo tako, onwa akpo simply ijonye onwe. Ka ihe meni oni kenje koku ugbo mgbari mmiri o. Maka na amara m ni ike kwarezema ono ka agwọta ihe nri eku. Mgbari mmiri nkara ninji nwe ndụ nkeji Sunday. Unu tehura nsogbaria, unu tehinura nsogbaria, agwagwa mmom ihe ke eme. Onweli ihe ndị mme enri chiriwe. Kano ga hunu ji tehura omenu nu ekwe ntehe egwa maka ne mbumbu mmiri ama nwonye agbo. Unu ka mari bu na nobido. Adakpa memunu ndị agbo, unu ndere alichiche, ali ndị oyibo, unu men unu aghọtago ihe rimeni, unu hu agbakikume na-enye mari ke idogbodo nke akpa memunu. Mari kwa koria n'onye owuleo. Mari kwa koria n'onye owuleo. And when onye oge nke jipu asonu memekwo ihe ri against Nigerian law. Elekwe ihe ragwo no. Ihe ragwo no ne enye oge ahụ ihe ra respect Nigerian law. Na enye mari kwa ne onye keche egbodo ni ndị nkenye na kenye kori o. Nunu mari kwa o. N'ihe egbo onye ọkwa. Amari mo ndị okwa ne ho ano. And it's amazing, the Okwani people, the Ndokwa people, they're very smart in these issues. It is Osimili. And Anyocha, no, Osimili is feeling the pain already. Because over 70% of all the oil well in Osimili. You can't access any of them from Delta State. You have to go to Onitsha to access oil well in our land. Osimili is feeling the pain. I was with some of their monarchs and I feel their pain. It's Anyocha people, some few Anioma people. I say, I bundibu, imana, Anyincha bu no funne, Anyincha bu no funne, mananya buru fobo, ota iyewo, anama yabata iyewo. Use your brain. In the 80s, our Onitsha people came home to beg us to help them, to help fight these people from Israel. They wanted to come back. We asked them not to come back. Go and ask your father a question. They cannot abandon their land for another person. They didn't come back doesn't mean they are enjoying there. Professor Ben Wabuizi is there, this Anioma man. I was with him severally in his house in Ogbaru. They cannot say what happened because they wanted to lay down their memory in peace and harmony. I was in Bazurike Amechi in Mpo. And when he gave me his own experience as an Igbo man before Ujuku, You will understand that people like Chinua Achebe and Akanebian almost played down to the gallery, playing foolishly for them in the end. And then brave people like Aseko Babe told the world the truth as I'm telling you today. Great people like Ifa Jonah told Ojukwu, what you are doing will destroy your people. We are the Ifa Jonah of our time, and we are telling you this thing you are doing will destroy your people. If Ojukwu has listened to Ifa Jonah, there will be no history of Igbo genocide. 10.100 million Igbo were starved to death. Oh, Igbo died, they died. Imagine if those people were alive. If Ojukwu had listened to Ifa Jonah, that would not have happened. But you people are not my concern because you are predictable and you are pathetic. All we need to do is to open another platform and then start praising you. Oh, Igbo are very intelligent. Oh, Igbo are very wise. Oh, Igbo people are very rich. Oh, Igbo rule the world. Igbo are the developer. Igbo develop Lagos. Igbo develop Abuja. Igbo develop Sokoto. Igbo to the world. Igbo Amaka. We now blow it. Parara. Biano, 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 biano. Can you that is how you are. But believe me, if I fool any of you, it will be a very cold day for me in hell. I'd rather tell you the truth that will give you a scar you will never forget. And I die as your enemy for you to realize that I was truly your friend after I am long gone. And you see, those your plan. I am your destiny. And I'm your doom. And you are Igbo person, you have sense. Back off your Igbo unification rubbish. For now, Agbo is Agbo. Okwane is Okwane. Anyocha is Anyocha. Enuane is Enuane. Ikwere is Ikwere. Akwa Ibom is Akwa Ibom. Efik is Efik. Anang is Anang. Allow us to make this decision. Without prejudice, without pressure. You see all these things you are doing, you will lose. But you are not my concern. I'm only calling my Abo people, my Anioma people, my Ikwere people, everybody in the South region, the Benin people. I kind of want to warn the Asian people. The only loophole they are now penetrating is Asia. And the Asian people I know cannot be this loose. Maybe many Igbo people have married Asian women who are now deceiving all of you from backyard. Continue. You see Igbo man now that is going to tell you the relationship between you and Benin person. It's Igbo man now that will tell you shaman the relationship between Ogizo dynasty and Igodomigodo. Allow them to fool you. You will see how they betrayed Awosa. Awosa, after over 70 years, have not been able to wake up from being traumatized by the betrayal from the Igbo people they trusted. You, ordinary Asian, you are the one, you are carrying it because you are on social media. Social media is to fight the war in the matrix. The real war is on ground. They cannot lie to us because you already know the truth. A job people may think that, yes, they are Jagaban, they are this thing. I'm sorry. Your oath will come to nothing when the time comes. Go and check Tompolo. Go and check Ateke. Go and check Asare Dokobo. Go and check all the supposed warlord with due respect within the South region. You will see almost 70% of the youth they control are not from their people. They are not their people. Come even River State here, go to Okushiago, go to all those Zuboko, Aziz, go to Wakreke, all the island, go there. I tell you, I will bet you to shock you. About 40% of generals are Hausa people. If you don't get sense, make it get sense. 40% of their general are Hausa people. Okay, let's say 20% of their general are Hausa people. 30% of their general are our people. And then 10% of their general are Igbo people. And then maybe 20% of their general are their people. And when it is time to answer their father's name, you will understand. Each time I tell you, person will do gun, I do bulletproof. You should understand what I'm saying. Now they cannot think taking me to Arochukwu. Arochukwu will kill me or they will poison me. Aruchukwu will have a question to answer when I will call him. When I will call that deity, Aruchukwu, he will have to answer me. But Aruchukwu have not done anything wrong. Aruchukwu has played by the rules so far. So notice say you give them small jiji. Now you be God? Are you the influencer of those juju? So their mind was, hey, they give me juju as some of you buffoon. And, hey, I take oath that betrayed your father and your mother, who that betrayed your people. So those of you thinking, we are, you don't know what is happening. We know the internal crisis that is rocking the Ijaw nation. And then as much as I don't want to begin to mention some people's name, it's stage by stage. I see the differences. I see the lapses. And most of these Igbo Biafra people know. And that is what they are capitalizing to overrun you. The greatest mistake Asari will make is let him come out and support Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not challenging him. Nnamdi Kanu have begged his wife Uchechi to go and beg Asari Dokubo to forgive him. Let them work together so that they can release him. And me, I am begging Asari Dokubo, come out your body. This matter is beyond you now. Asari Dokubo, Alhaji Asari Dokubo, I am begging you now. This matter is behind you. Tell Uchenna Asiegbu that you have passed your boundary already. Asari Dokubo, tell Nnamdi Kanu wife you will not go there. Because you know the truth. You know what is fighting you or what you are fighting. But you don't know what is fighting you. I will tell you what you think I don't know about you, that Igbo people are doing to you. I will start with Uchenna Asiegbu. Just come out and talk on Nigeria. It isn't Nnamdi Kanu. The one on our talk don't do. Because by the time they run Niger Delta down, all of us are in soup. Little wonder from Isaac Adakaburu, who created a platform that is making all of you to strive to the last Akwa man. All of you, Kaba people, all of you in the old eastern region, your life didn't remain the same again. Urubu can talk today, Shekiri can talk today, Patani can talk today. You think they were in the old eastern region, they've not lost their voice? They were in a region where everybody was respected equally. This matter no be this one we una dey talk. We don't need any weapon to do what we have to do. We have unleashed the truth already, and it is moving. It is naked, and everybody will come to reality sooner than expected. And then coming back to the essence of this broadcast, put your eyes on Igbo unifiers. If you accept them, they will build camp for unknown gunmen in your community. They can open scheming shop. They can open barbing saloon. They will sell drug there. They will sell arm and ammunition there. They will do many things there through which they will use to ravage your community. Tell Nnamdi Kanu to bring Akowara so that I give them address of where they were manufacturing bullets in Asaba, Delta State, in Abia State, Iberi land. In the team, they were manufacturing gun. In Aruchukwu, they were manufacturing bullets. And I know how powerful I am. Where is the power now? And I'm sure Nigerian police already know. Why did they release John Chukwuma? Go and ask Nnamdi Kanu. Why did they facilitate the releasing of John Chukwuma from Abo Okwane in Delta State? Because I have told you them, if you people don't release the guy, it's the guy I will use to drag all of you out. They are shouting security. Outside is killing us. Their brother Ijele speak, who is telling you the truth. Did you not see how they use Pastor Ebuka to destroy Ijele? They want to use it to destroy Ijele. That is who they are. So if they can destroy their own brother Ijele, what do you expect they will do to you? It is only convenient for them now to tell you, oh, Agbo is Igbo, oh, this one is Igbo. Sondolise told you, we are not Igbo. Abavo is not Igbo. I actually schooled in Abavo sometime. St. Charles College, Abavo. I was living in the house of the policeman that is opposite the school compound there, in Ekoma. I know their king is a Muslim. I know everything about Abavo. And Sunday Olise came out and told you, I'm not Igbo. Some of you are still dragging, oh, he must be Igbo, he must be Igbo. Una no get sense. It's unfortunate. I'll go to my comment section and see if there is any Igbo Biafra there who has anything to say, so that I can respond them and bring this broadcast to an end. I see, who do I have there? Uyi. He say, keep the truth flowing. I thank you. Denny, good morning from here. Bob White, he say, one love. I greet you, Bob White. God bless you as well. Let's see, Onyibe. Good morning from here. Innocent Samuel, what did he say? He said, George Ikpelima, Akpamo, and then so on, so on. It's in their nature, normal character of Igbo people. They can insult you, flap you with their insult. He called me Akpamo, Brokos. What is your name, Innocent Samuel? I agree, I am Akpamo. Can I be Akpamo? Who jacoda bashi ishi? I am the very Akpamo who kababani efo. That is what you have failed to realize. Yamani who has an Akpamo abashi efo, Akpamo jacoda bashi efo, no bai. Me Akpamo, the kababon efo, Ababa wamono efo already. What a shame. Drop your comment section, Igbo Biafra people, because this is what you are known. If you have not caused problem anywhere, they allow you to hide because your land is barren. You are never satisfied. If you have not made everybody miserable as your life is miserable, you are never satisfied. And so the world will know you for who you are. South Africans are falling mugu for you people. Oh, we have been asking for Biafra since 1,001 years. They don't want to let us go. But their land is barren. Ordinary maize cannot grow in their land, not to talk of yam. All the food they parade they have, no one grow in their land. No sea, nothing. All they need is become scavenger around the global community. And I admire their strength of that. But now they are not humble enough to understand that they cannot survive without these people. They are not claiming these people. They develop Lagos, they develop Benin, they develop Hausa, they develop America. For how long are we going to keep quiet and tolerate their insolence? Treachery against the nation. And yet they come out and play victim. Play game card. Oh, they do us this, they are doing us this one. Let I dare your people represent you in the National Assembly. Let them pull the shot. You're pulling the shot to inherit my people to become Igbo. You are pulling the shot that our region be squashed and a section of it be given to Southeast for compensation. God will punish all of you. But why don't you pull the shot so that Nigeria can progress? Everybody is Igbo, give us Anioma, give us... Why are you people this horrible? Don't forget I'm your destiny and I am your doom. Iha huki many tani. Iha huki many kile ya me tani ne ya huenya. Nduhi. Ndinkenyi gondenente weken rimenu miken. I'm George Onyibe. Let me go back and begin to follow them and know where they are coming from. They are the same people betraying us, planning to destroy us. It is part of them that are still coming to tell us what they are planning. Before, they thought it was Ike Chukwugoha that was giving me the info. They have killed Ike Chukwugoha because his mother is a Jaw person. They think it was Igbo blood that was running Ike Chukwu. I think it's a Jaw mother that took more of him than the Igbo father. And you are hiding. Oh, we are Igbo. All of you fake people claiming to be Igbo. Be claiming that Igbo. We are trying to find out who you are. Igbo is not Igbo, but Igbo is Igbo. Deal with it and have peace. Of course, I don't think there is any other, very few Igbo Biafra here. I think I have, what did they call? Tom Nook. We say good morning. Tom, good morning. See you guys later. We're not going anywhere. Peace.